believes they were someone in history, but their current life is completely different. I mean, someone's entire life pattern, their biography, if you will, reoccurring.
There was a minor Greek philosopher named Paramedes who wrote that people and events repeated throughout history, like an echo bouncing around the walls of a canyon. But in terms of modern historical theory, I've not seen anything like that in academia.
Interesting. Thank you, Professor. That's all I had.
All the best, Malachi. Hope to speak to you again soon.
Damn it. I know Fita is working with a theory like that, but they've done a good job of keeping it away from the public. Gretchen?
Yes, Malachi?
Do you know anything about Senator Markham?
Not much. I've seen him on the news. Handsome man. And he seems especially bright. We could use a president like that.
Is there anything urgent that needs my attention?
Well, Congresswoman Smythe is anxious for an appraisal. She bought a present for her husband's 60th birthday, and she'd love to get your opinion on its history. It's behind the screen.
That's all for now.
Very well.
Sometimes our customers bring in items for my appraisal. They're kept tucked away behind the screen so no one tries to buy them. That rifle looks interesting. It belongs to Congresswoman Smythe. She's a big fan of eclectic antiques and mysterious finds. She'd have me on retainer if she could afford me. She can't. This is an interesting piece. Congresswoman Smythe will be delighted to hear the news. Gretchen?
Yes, Malachi?
I evaluated that rifle for the Congresswoman. Do you have a number?
You want to call her personally?
No, I intend to put it on Craigslist.
How would you know about Craigslist anyway? Here it is. 555-3213. That's her personal line. Don't abuse it.
Yes, I'm all about phone pranking. Thank you.
About your new security guard.
There's nothing to discuss.
I just find it strange that you refuse to let me hire anyone because you couldn't trust them, and then you suddenly bring home some random guy you met in Cairo.
I have my reasons.
That's what worries me.
I do need to call the Congresswoman with my report on the rifle, but I'd like to see what I can learn about Senator Markham on my own first. She may prove useful once I know what I'm looking for.
All right, I'll be here.
My business, Rector Antiques. It's one of the most successful stores on 7th Avenue, even with the recession. Today's newspapers. I should pick one up. The headline is about Douglas Carter. I wouldn't mind reading that article. I'll need a few quarters. I don't think the machine will accept that. I don't think the machine will accept that. The kitchen is clean and almost never used. I prefer it that way. Mr. Walker is here. He must be in the guest room. The couch is simple and clean, like everything in this apartment. It's a spare room where I keep exercise equipment and a daybed. Walker is staying in there for now. Mr. Walker, might I have a word with you in the kitchen?
Be right there.
I trust everything is to your satisfaction. With the room, that is.
Yes, sir. It's fine. You have an amazing apartment, if you don't mind my saying so. But I think it's interesting that a guy who makes his living in antiques has such modern furnishings.
I find new things relaxing.
Ah,
Things with history. I'm always thinking about them.
good to know.
I have some people I need to meet. I'll be out most of today.
Is there anything you want me to do in the meantime?
Yes, stay here.
I didn't have any other plans. What about tonight? Gretchen invited me for a drink at Cherries on Top.
Did she?
She did?
Mr. Walker, there are approximately 2 million women in Manhattan. Must you really indulge with my only other employee?
Don't worry, she's not my type.
Now that you've seen the apartment, any thoughts on security?
Yes, sir. I talked to the bellman and the building manager. Nice guy, by the way. No one's to be buzzed up without clearing it with me. The manager ran me through their security system. They could use a few more cameras, especially on the roof, but overall it's pretty decent. Even so, I'd recommend installing sensors on the doors and windows. I can order them if you like.
I see. Good work. I'll think about the sensors and let you know. That's all, Mr. Walker.
Yes, sir.
I haven't needed to use those in over a year, thanks to the Xanax. My bed is quite comfortable. Too bad I'm rarely home to sleep in it. The nightstands are like everything else in this apartment, blessedly devoid of any history whatsoever. The view makes the apartment a good investment, even if I'm rarely here to enjoy it. I don't have time for a shower, and I've no other pressing business at the moment. I prefer things very orderly. There's less to keep track of that way.